discovered that I can still do this with my hair. And you know what that means? I can still be a disappointment to my family. Yay! What's up everybody? It's your girl Richay here, back again with another video. Yes, I'm aware my glasses are being glared out by the window. It's blind people problem. Mind your business. Anyways, thank you for sticking around this long. I'm trying to keep these videos coming for y'all the best I can. You know, depression and COVID and quarantine isn't always the greatest. Yes, I'm swinging around tinfoil. I'm in the middle of making baked potato. This is the first time I'm gonna eat today, and it's currently 4 p.m. Today's video, we're gonna do a couple of upcycling thrift fixes. So yeah, I filmed this a while back, so let's get on to the video. Alright guys, so the first piece we have here is actually a piece I worked on in high school. I built in high school. I didn't finish the ends, so the lining is a lot longer than the lace, and it can definitely tell when you're wearing it. So what I'm basically going to do is when I flatten it out, I notice that I can actually take my pins and my seam gauge, and I can pin my lace at the edge of my serged lining. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out, and I'm just going to fold it over once, about 1/2 inch, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and sew probably right above the lace, right about like, I don't know, here. And I'm going to do that all the way around. So here's the before. Again, you can definitely see the lining longer than the actual lace itself. And here is the after. And it is the cutest thing ever still. I'm so glad I made this for myself in high school. Here is the next piece. I think I've had this skirt for like the longest time, but I never wore it because it's super long and it makes me look like an old lady. It also has these back pockets, but the lining for the pockets, it just wrinkles up and makes it look lumpy. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to sew shut the pockets in the back. I'm going to take my thread and make a knot. Going to make sure that's a little bit tight. We're going to take our scissors and go ahead and snip off the excess thread. And just to make sure it's still tight, we're going to pull on it one more time. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take my needle and I'm actually going to put it on the inside of this first flap. So I'm going to take a little piece of fabric and I'm going to pull it out through the edge of that. And then I'm going to flip over to the other side and I'm going to take a small piece of that edge, kind of like invisible stitch. This is an invisible running stitch, is basic. Oh, an invisible ladder stitch. Excuse me, guys. Make sure you don't tangle your thread while you're pulling. And then you're going to go ahead and go back to the other side and you're going to take a piece of that, of course, sticking to the edge. And as you pull, it should look like it is completely free, but it'll be sewn shut. We're going to do that all the way down. On the inside of the pocket, we're no longer going to need the lining. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shears and I'm going to cut straight across here and about here. Let me move this out of the way. So I actually ended up taking the top part as well. So we're going to do the same to the other side because we don't need that side either. We're going to take this side just like that. And we're going to take this side just like that. So the next thing I do is I flip it back inside out. And I'm going to go ahead and cut across. So right here where this pin is where I thought the longest point would be. Just a heads up guys, I did pin the ends so that way it's a little bit easier for me. And then I laid it flat so that way there's no bumps when cutting. And I'm going to take my shears and I'm just going to cut straight across. I know a lot of people struggle with this, but I'm going to show you a real quick tip on how to cut a straight line. So you're going to cut halfway, and once you hit that halfway mark, you're going to go ahead and take the fabric that you have, you're going to flip it over and you're going to use that as a template, almost like a ruler kind of. And you're going to take your shears and you're going to finish the job right about there. So go ahead and cut all the way through. And of course, you know me guys, we're going to take the excess fabric because we're going to use that for a different project and we're going to put it to the side. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and flip it inside out, and we're going to do a double fold hem. So fold it over once and fold it over again. I think this is a total about 1 inch. Then we're going to take our pin it down, and we're going to go all the way around like that. Alright guys, you know what time it is. We're going to hand sew, and of course, if you need information on how to do this running blind stitch, I'll put the link in the corner in the eye, and you can see a more in-depth detail. So we're going to go ahead and speed this one up. So here's the before again. I did not like it. It just looked terrible. I never wore it. And here is the after. I definitely like it a lot more, and of course I kept the front pockets because I will be using them. And here is our next piece. Of course you've seen this in my button-up interview video. Unfortunately, it's just too big. There's too much fabric and the sides kind of droop down. So what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to flip it inside out, and I'm going to sew up about 1.5 inches on the side and taper it down until it has about 0 left. All the way up to the armpits, you should have about 0 seam allowance. So here's the before again. Too long, couldn't do anything with it. And here is the after. Now, I should have worn this with a different color set of pants. So these are my favorite pair of pants, guys. Unfortunately, they are wool and they were put in the dryer, so they did shrink. It's too short on the bottom now. It doesn't go to my ankles. It does have a pocket in the back. And on the side, it does not close. Yes, you can see my underwear don't look perfect. What I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna get a tub of hot water, and I'm gonna put some detergent in there. I'm gonna mix that up, and I'm gonna take my lovely pants, and I'm just gonna throw them in there just like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and push it down and make sure the entire pair of pants is soaked, and we're gonna leave that in there for 10 minutes. Hey guys, what's up? It's Editing Richay here. So actually I lost the footage of what comes next, but I'm just gonna explain to you. So what you do is when the 10 minutes is up, you take it out, you wring all the water out, the excess water, and then you are going to use all your might and stretch the hell out of this wool. So what I did was I stretched the waistband. My roommate actually helped me. We stretched the waistband, and then I had her pull on the legs to make it longer again so it reaches up to my ankles. And then you hang it up to dry like you're supposed to. And then after that, you take it to a dry cleaner like you're supposed to. But I might just hand wash it after this. But yeah, here is the final. Let's take a look at the before and then the after. So once again, guys, here are the pants. They're too short and they won't close. And here is the after. As you could tell, I was just a little bit too happy that they closed as by my face. And they actually do go down to my ankles now. I'm super happy that I found this hack. I was a little bit scared, but they're perfect now. And that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all social medias, and they're all at Okayrichay. Let me know what you guys want to see. Talk to me. Entertain me. I'm bored. I'm lonely. Yeah.